Alright guys, so today we are going to be talking about Alhaitham. Now he's been out for quite a minute. I've been able to play with him for a good amount of time. As you can see in a second when I'm about to show you, I am absolutely in love with this playstyle. I'm in love with his character. I love, having Alhaitham as a character. He's an absolutely amazing unit, but of course with this video we're going to be talking about how valuable is Alhaitham and should you summon for Alhaitham, because he's been out for a minute. I've had time to play with him. I have time to make a really nice team with them, and the team I have right now currently with Alhaitham, Kuki, Yelan, and Nahida, I think this is his best possible team in my honest opinion. I haven't seen another team that does as good as this one, but nonetheless, should you summon for Alhaitham? Now Alhaitham currently is out with Zhao, with a Yao Yao, Yunjin, and Jin Yan. While the 4-stars aren't looking really nice, we do have upcoming banners such as Hu Tao and Yelan with Beidou, Ningguang, and Xingqiu. Now that banner by itself, absolutely amazing, crazy value. And then you also have the weapon banner, which is the Staff of Homa and the Aqua Simulacra. So that's some pretty big value out of there. So summoning for Alhaitham could be a hindrance to your account if you were looking forward to summoning on those banners. So let me go ahead and talk about Alhaitham and his overall gameplay. As you can see in a lot of the gameplay I'm gonna have in the background, you're gonna see him do a lot of different things. Spiral Abyss, a lot of weekly bosses, him decimating enemies, making the life bars disappear. He is a very strong unit, and this is coming from a 65 206 crit rate crit damage build with 394 elemental mastery. This could be a lot better. I have a lot of I have a lot of artifacts that are very copium because Dendro goblets aren't as easy to get, especially with the crit rate crit damage substats. Circlets are pretty hard too with the new domain, so I can make this a lot better, hit a lot harder. He does have a signature weapon, and he does have Gilded Dreams set with C0 R1, so he's hitting hard. And although right now I have 9 10 9 because I just crowned him, and he will be triple crowned because I absolutely love this character, he was 999 in the background footage behind me. So yeah, he does that much without crowns. He's absolutely amazing. In terms of his gameplay, he is more like Child more than anything else. He is very cooldown dependent and very strict in the timings of what he does, because there's a lot of different conditions for a lot of his different moves, and squeezing out as many projections that come from his E is going to be the main source of your DPS. So for example, the way he gets Dendro Infusion, which is one of the main reasons I like this character, is very easy. You have to have a charge attack hit an enemy, or you're gonna have to have the E come out. Now the E has two different conditions. If there are no mirrors and you tap the E or hold the E, holding the E makes you put it in a different direction. You tap the E, you get 2 mirrors. Now these 2 mirrors only happen if you have 0 mirrors up on the field. Now when you have 1 mirror up and you have your E, you're only getting 1 additional mirror, so not 2 anymore, you're gonna get 1. So that's the difference between the E and making sure you know what rotation or what combo you're gonna be using. And then his ult as well has a different property as well, which have their other conditions as well. You have 0 mirrors, you're gonna gain 3 once you pop your ult. You have 1 mirror, you're gonna gain 2 after your ult. You have 3 mirrors, you're gonna get 0 after your ult. So you're gonna have to make sure you know which amount of mirrors you're gonna have, and the more mirrors you have, the more damage you get from your projections. They do some crazy stuff. He has nasty AoE for being a normal attack character, and he does some crazy amount of damage, especially with the reactions that come from Nahida's EM sharing, the cookies, electro application, so they can react with spread and quicken. You're gonna have Yelan making, or Xingqiu or any other water applicator making cores, having Cookie explode them, and then they're gonna be doing massive damage. There's a lot going on with his team, and that brings me to another point. Besides his gameplay being very not complex but more advanced than a lot of other characters, is that his team is going to be making him do the bulk of his damage. I know Alhaitham by himself, he does pretty cool damage by himself. Honestly, he does hit for 10k 11k by himself, but once you put him in a really nice team, he goes absolutely insane. Cookie or any other electro applicator is going to help him quicken, which is going to be his best reaction, or spread being his best reaction is going to be giving him a big boost, especially with the EM he has to have. That's part of his scaling anyway. Is going to help him immensely, do some crazy amounts of damage. Nahida or any other EM sharing character like Nahida, C2 Kazuha, and Sucrose, they all EM share. That's going to help a lot with Alhaitham and getting his EM boost up, getting his scalings higher, and helping him with a lot of his talents. So yeah, you want to have some EM sharing in your team. Now he does the number one best because she is Dendro. She just pops her field, has 100% uptime. She has a massive range with it. It's just overall the best EM sharing ult in the game. And then you have Yelan, Xingqiu, Kokomi, any other Hydro applicator making the cores, having the reactions with Kuki, and it's going to make more damage come out. I use this combo in everything. I use it on weekly bosses. I use it on Spiral Abyss. It does a crazy amount of single target and AoE damage. So this is the team you definitely want to try to build, this exact one. You can swap out Yelan for Xingqiu. It works just the same. But any variations in this, you will have different, I guess you could say, gameplay, because it'll be a little bit harder to generate Beto's ults, which is going to be needed to get her electro application there. Raiden's E is going to help a good amount, but you're going to be losing your healer, which is Kuki, and Kuki being a healer is going to be the absolute best way to keep your Alhaitham alive, because yes, you have no shield in this comp, so you're mitigating, or you're losing the chance of having a shield for more damage, which is the case in a lot of different teams. But having Kuki there to heal you most of the time is going to prevent you from needing one in the first place. So Alhaitham's team is very important. So if you don't think you have the right teammates for Alhaitham, then you're probably going to need to skip, because Alhaitham's teams are going to be basically his bread and butter, his most important aspect of him, because that's what enables him to do so much crazy amounts of damage. Other than that, talking about his teams and his talents, there's a lot of different value that's coming out in future banners, such as Hu Tao and Yelan, the Staff of Homa, and Aqua Simulacra banner. Those banners are going to be absolutely insane, with having Beto, Xingqiu, and Ningguang. And the banners that we have out right now are not so crazy. So thinking about what could happen in the future, because we do have reruns that will be coming out that haven't come out in a long time, which is Eula, Shenhe, Ayaka, Kazuha. These are some crazy characters that a lot of people have been waiting for, especially Shenhe and Kazuha and Ayaka. There are some crazy characters that are going to be coming out very, very soon, especially with how long they've been gone, and especially because Ayaka has just gotten her skin. And it's kind of weird that she hasn't came out with her skin, so most likely she will be coming very, very soon as part of a rerun. You can expect these banners to come out, and of course with those reruns gonna come their signature weapons, which a lot of them are really, really nice, such as the Freedom Sworn, which is Cosmo'S best weapon. You have the Mist Splitter, which is one of the best universal weapons in the game. Although the Calamity Queller isn't really needed for a lot of different characters, it works on some. That's Shenhe's signature weapon, and then you have Eula's signature weapon, the Song of Broken Pines. So yeah, you have a lot of really nice weapon banners coming out very, very soon, especially with Ayaka, Shenhe, Eula, Hu Tao, Yelan. There's some big boost account type characters, because they add so much support or do so much DPS, especially with Ayaka and Hu Tao being C0. They're absolutely amazing. Shenhe and Kazuha being one of the best, I guess you could say Kazuha being the best support in the game, and Shenhe being such a nasty support in cryo teams as a whole. Yeah, these are some characters that a lot of people want, and having Alhaitham here, people are very confused if they should summon for him or not. So with the final verdict of me telling you, he's super fun, he is super hard, his teams are really, really fun to play with, he is kind of built around his team, and also that with his gameplay being a little bit more advanced, although it will take some time to learn it, it won't be that hard once you get into the groove of it. But if you're looking for a normal attack character who does easy infusion, has always reacting with different elements, he is Dendro, so he's going to be here for a good long minute, because he's going to be reacting with everybody and everything that comes out in the future. If you're looking for that in a character, and you're looking for a hard hitter, super fun, really nice character to play, Alhaitham is your character. You should go ahead and summon for him. But considering all these banners that are coming out, Hu Tao, Yelan, like I said again, all these reruns, all these weapon banners that are coming out in the future, I do think Alhaitham's banner isn't as valuable or isn't as good for someone new or someone saving their Primo Gems to summon on. If you're not looking forward to Alhaitham and you don't think his banner is the best, you do want him, then maybe you should just wait for his rerun banner, especially if you don't have the teammates for him. You might want to just wait until you get them, and then when he comes around on his rerun banner, go ahead and get him. But other than that, you having all these crazy rerun banners in the future, and all the weapon banners that can possibly come out with any combinations, they're going to be much more valuable than Alhaitham's weapon banner and his current character banner. So I would say just wait as a final say and final consensus. Just wait for his rerun, get his teammates up, not very quickly, but at a certain point, And then when he comes out, you'll have his team, and you'll be able to have so much fun with him. Be able to enjoy his high damage, super hot, fast play style type character. It's 100% worth it. I 100% promise. I did not think he'd be my favorite character and my favorite DPS main team to this day. I genuinely like the character. I was going to get him because of that, and he ended up being my #1 team that I want to play with every single time I log in the game. So yeah, there is that. Go ahead and wait for his rerun banner. Summon on any other banner that's not Alhaitham if you're not looking forward to him, or you're on the, you know, the tipping point. Just wait. Go ahead and save for his rerun. Go summon on other banners such as the Hu Tao and Yelan banner, the Aqua, Shenhe, Eula, Cosmo, all these other cool characters that are going to be major account boosters compared to a main DPS, because the main DPSs are very invaluable because there's so many of them. They all do the same thing. They all do damage. It's the supports that make the DPS and not the other way around. So that's pretty much it. Go ahead and save for other banners. Get him on his rerun. But he's an absolutely amazing character, absolutely fun character, and I will be covering him in depth, talking about, you know, his dummy guide, learning how to play with them very, very soon. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.